Yo, what's going on guys? It's C-Brev. Welcome back to another MLB The Show 23 video. In this one, we're going to be going over the best captain in the game at launch that you can get right away, and the cards that come along with him that are going to be must-haves, especially if you are a no money spent player. As always, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, tons of MLB The Show 23 content coming your way this year. And as you can tell by where I am on the menus, we are talking about Buck O'Neil, 95 overall Sanford Green captain. As I said in my last video, as you guys are working through this storylines mode, make sure you're watching every video. The production quality is amazing. Bob Kendrick is amazing. It's really a wonderful experience. And as you watch the cutscenes and play through the moments, you're going to be working through each one of the MLB legends that are in the game this year. And each one that you finish is going to give you a 90 overall MLB player. Now these cards are core, meaning they can be used in ranked seasons all year, which makes this captain boost even more insane. You may not think that 90 overalls are going to cut it with where we're at with the other cards in the game right now, but I promise you, especially if you're no money spent, this is going to be a game changer. So as I said, as you play through each of these players' storylines, you're going to get one 90 overall core card, and then when you've completed them all, you're going to get this 95 overall Buck O'Neil captain card. Now this card by itself is actually pretty decent. He is core as well, but when we take a look at the captain boost that he provides, you can start to see how the pieces come together as this being one of the best captains in the entire game. 7 players from the Sanford Green series on your squad is going to get you 25 power both sides for your hitters, 25 hits per 9, and 25 walks per 9 for your pitchers. Now there's an interesting dynamic with starting pitching at launch this year. There are some 99 overall starting pitchers in the game, and they are very good. Most notably this Roki Sasaki, there's a World Baseball Classic MVP Shohei Ohtani, and so on. But the majority of 99 overall starting pitchers in the game at launch are either going to cost a lot of stubs on the marketplace, or they're a long grind away, like this Bob Gibson that you can get from the XP reward path. Right now you're thinking, C-Brev, I clicked on a captain's video. What are you talking about? Bear with me. Once you get past those 99 overall starting pitchers, you can then drop down to the 97 overall starting pitchers that are available. But as you can see, like this Joe Ryan, for example, a lot of the 97 starting pitchers available just aren't really that good. They aren't really exciting or dominant 97 overall starting pitchers, so especially starting out early as a no money spent player, you may end up in a situation where your rotation just isn't that good, and this captain card is going to fix all your problems. This captain card is basically going to give you at least 3/5 of your rotation as dominant players right away. Let's talk about how to get there. So let's start with Buck O'Neil. He is a 95 overall first baseman, amazing fielding and pretty good speed with outfield secondaries, so you can definitely play him in the outfield if you want to. There are actually a lot of really good first baseman slash DH available at launch, so corner outfield could be an option for this guy for sure. You're going to put him on your squad wherever you want, and then when you're at the top of your squad menu, you're going to mouse over to the left. That is going to bring up the captain menu, and then Buck O'Neil should show up here, and you want to click assign as hitting captain. Now the boosts are active. You're going to get 25 power both sides, 25 hits per 9, and 25 walks per 9. And let's take a look at how this completely transforms our rotation into one of the best in the game already. First of all, 90 overall Satchel Paige. The boosts don't show up on this player card. We'll back out to the wheel afterward, but the thing I really like about these MLB players is their pitch mixes. Obviously Satchel has outlier 1, so he's going to be hitting 102 on his four seam. He doesn't hit 105 on line, that's just a moment's thing, but also really good pitches to go along with it. A sinker with no outlier, so good speed differential there, and then curveball, slider, screwball. Already had 90 hits per 9, so with the Sanford Green boost, you're looking at a guy with outlier who has 115 hits per 9 and 100 walks per 9 that you can use the entire year. This is a launch day starting pitcher with outlier and 115 hits per 9 with this boost. Next is Hilton Smith, who has a really good pitch mix as well. A slow primary curveball, can throw the fastball up to 96, also has a very slow changeup which is really effective, and sinker slider with good speed differentials. Already had 82 hits per 9 and 87 walks per 9. With the Sanford Green captain boost, he's going to have 107 hits per 9 and 112 walks per 9. These are per 9s that are rivaling some of the best pitchers in the game, and they have good pitch mixes to boot. For context, 99 Roki Sasaki has 109 hits per 9, so this card is right up there. And 99 Shohei Ohtani has 107, which is exactly what this Hilton Smith card has. Next up is Rube Foster, who's going to complete your trio of dominant starting pitchers right away. This card's pitch mix is awesome. The primary screwball, if we've learned anything from Fernando Valenzuela, that's probably going to play. Also still throws hard, still has a sinker and slurve and forkball as well. With the captain boost, he's at 109 hits per 9, same as 99 Roki Sasaki, and 107 walks per 9. So even though Buck O'Neil is a hitting captain, because of the hits per 9 and walks per 9 boost that he's giving you, it allows you to instantly make a top tier rotation in the game. So what are your options for setting this captain up? Obviously, if you want the full boost, which you should be going for, you need 7 Sanford green players, and the ones we've been going over so far is only 4. We've got Buck O'Neil himself, and then Satchel, Paige, Hilton Smith, and Rube Foster. The 5th one you're going to want to use is absolutely this Martin Dihigo card. Can play any position, so you can literally play him wherever you want. And unfortunately, with how the wheel works and the fact that he's a two-way player, it only shows his pitching stats on the card even when he's playing a hitter secondary, so you'll just have to do the math in your head here. But plus 25 power both sides is going to give you 115 power versus right and 119 power versus left. And if you're thinking what I'm thinking and playing this guy at catcher, that is a crazy catcher card to be rocking with right away. He's also going to have gold fielding and 83 speed behind the dish. He's almost like a better inverse version of Craig Biggio. I'm going to be rocking this guy at catcher. One of the best catchers in the game at launch for sure. So this is your 5th player. I'm going to recommend using Hank Thompson as your 6th player. I think I'm going to put him on the bench just because even with the boost, he's not too crazy good. This is a fine starting card. If you guys didn't know, if you put guys on your bench, they do count towards your captain boost. So he's kind of just helping us fill the requirement. Pretty solid bench bat all the way around though. And then after that, you can fulfill your 7th player of the captain requirement with either using Jackie Robinson on the bench or starting him if you want to as well. Or instead, you can take away Jackie and you can instead go with a 4th starting pitcher, John Donaldson. Now the reason I mentioned John Donaldson last is for a couple reasons. One, he is the lowest attributed starting pitcher out of all these cards. Even with the crazy boost, he only gets to 100 hits per 9. But truth be told, besides the attributes themselves, this card is also very strong. Throws a super hard slider as a primary and has a slurve, forkball, and sinker, possibly the best pitch mix of any of them. So this is absolutely an option. It just really depends on what you want to do. If you have 2 starting pitchers that you like already, then I would go with Jackie on the bench or in your starting lineup. But if you're really just starting from scratch and looking to fill out as many slots as possible, I would probably go with John Donaldson as your 4th starting pitcher. And again, this captain boost is basically giving you an entire competitive starting rotation right out of the gate. So in summary, what are you getting from this captain boost? You're getting a really solid first baseman or corner outfielder. You're getting a catcher or whatever position you want to choose with almost maxed out power, and then you're getting up to 4 competitive starting pitchers in your rotation instantly. This is absolutely the best captain boost in the game right now and a must for no money spent players. And don't forget, these cards are core, so you can ride with them in ranked as long as you want the entire year. One thing to note as we round out this video is the thing that humanizes these starting pitchers a little bit is their pitching clutch attribute. If you guys didn't know, this year when there's a runner in scoring position and you're pitching, your hits per 9 attribute is actually replaced with your pitching clutch attribute. And because what makes these cards so good is the captain boost itself, you can kind of run into some trouble if you're ending up pitching with a lot of runners in scoring position. For example, with nobody in scoring position, Rube Foster is going to have 109 hits per 9, but with a runner in scoring position, because the pitching clutch attribute is not boosted by the captain, you're going to be looking at the equivalent of 82 hits per 9, which is his pitching clutch attribute. So that's just something to keep in mind as you're pitching. You are going to be very vulnerable with runners in scoring position. But overall, the team that you can make from these cards is amazing, and I can't wait to dive into some ranked with all of them. I hope this video was helpful for you all. Thank you so much for watching. Happy grinding, and I will see you all next time.